Afra is a woman whose sympathy extends to every girl failed by her own family. Her adopted daughters are the victims of so-called honor crimes. Women or girls who are not accepted back into the family fold because they've committed a real or perceived crime. It can be theft or drugs or sex outside marriage or just marriage without the family's consent.
It's the cultural legacy. If a woman violates certain tribal rules, she gets cast out. She is a shame, and shame is never accepted again in the family.
The stories of some of Afra's adopted daughters are harrowing. This 20-year-old girl never knew her real mother and father or what became of them. But that's not all.
I was raised by a man who gave me drugs and raped me. My belly got big and I couldn't understand why. I had to go to the hospital, and when I delivered a child, the man and his brothers threatened me and told me to keep silent and to say I went out and committed the crime on my own. He was arrested for some time, but was then released.
Another victim told her story but withheld her name. She's afraid of being discovered by her brothers.
I married a man without my brother's consent after my divorce, so they locked me in a dark, empty room. I didn't see my children for 5 months. Then they forced my daughter to marry someone. I had to run away with my son to protect him. Now they're looking for me, and they may commit a crime or abduct my son.
A few of the girls do manage to return home thanks to Afra's diplomacy with their families. But some can never get rid of their fear of a capital punishment.
There's one girl here, for instance, who was always afraid because her neighbour got killed when she returned home after having committed a similar crime. We've seen many cases of this kind of fear to rejoin family.
One extraordinary friend here is Khalid. He's 4 years old. His mother joined the center 3 days after his birth. Her family, who initially rejected her, accepted her later. But they did not accept Khalid because he was born out of wedlock. And for the same reason, the authorities refused to give Khalid a birth certificate.
Afra's goal is to prepare the girls to face society, teaching them reading and writing and other life skills. All of the girls here have already served their terms in prison. The justice system no longer has claims on them. It is the anger and rejection of their families that have no end in sight. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera, Aden, southern Yemen.